Hi guys, it's Adam here from Die Sublimation Supplies, and it's Friday, which means I've got another how-to tutorial video for you. Today I'm going to clear up a little bit of confusion that we've had around the die sublimation chopping boards. Now when you get them out of the box, they are double-sided. One side is a chinchilla glass, which is your chopping surface, and the other side is the white substrate surface. This is the side that you sublimate your image onto. Now the important thing to remember is when you're printing your images, unlike a lot of die sublimation products, you don't want to mirror the image for the glass product, purely because as they're showing through the glass, if you mirror them, they will come through backwards. Okay, so it's nice and straightforward to get the image on. Today we have an image of some happy cows, and they're going to become our chopping board. So, to line them up, lay the image on the desk, and because the image comes through the board, it's really easy to get them lined up. Pop it down and secure it in place with a few pieces of heat tape. There. There. Ooh, that's a bit much. Scrap that. And one on the top for look. Just stops the image moving about and blurring when it's in the press. On the press, you have three control buttons. You have a negative button, a plus button, and a mode button. Now, to set the temperature, you press the mode button once, and that will highlight the set and temp lamps. Now, we want to set this for 200 degrees for these chopping boards. Okay, and then once you've got it up to there, you press the mode button again, and it will say set and time. This is where we set how many seconds we want to press the chopping board for. In this case, we're going to use 300 seconds. So you use your positive and negative buttons to get you up to that temperature. Then you press mode again, and it will go back to its original state. Now, the dial will only move once the temperature has passed 93 degrees, and then it will start counting up to that press temperature. So I'll see you back here once it's up to temperature, and we'll put the chopping board into Sublimate. Now the press is up to temperature, we're ready to sublimate. Now there's a quick thing to note about the Stahls basic presses. They don't actually beep when they're up to temperature, which is great for when you're making a video, but at home it is something to bear in mind, that it will be hot, but it might not be letting you know it's hot. Alright, so images on the board. What we're first going to do is we're going to get a piece of teflon, just a little sheet like that, and we're going to put that straight onto the press. Like so. That's going to stop any ink transfer between the item and the press, which is, you know, keeps your press nice and clean. Okay, so then on top of that, we're going to get the chopping board and we're going to sublimate it so that the sublimation surface is facing up on the press. Now, we're using the A4 press here, so this chopping board itself is actually a little bit tight, but it fits on just. Okay, then we're going to get another sheet of teflon, and we're going to put that on the top, and that just protects the image and the board from the heat element. And then we just drop the press and lock it down. Now we're using a really light pressure on these glass boards. Main reason is you don't want to crack them. If the pressure's too high, obviously it is glass and it will break. Okay, so once that's done, I'll see you back here and we'll have a look at what comes out. That beeping means that the press is done, the counter's counted down, and it's time to see what we've got in the press. I'm going to knock the press off, just for the sake of doing the video. It's quite stiff when you open these, so just be very careful. And remember, gloves for safety. So we'll take the top layer of teflon off, and then we'll take out the chopping board. Now with these being glass, they really do hold the heat, so they are absolutely red hot. We'll put that down on the bench, and then we just peel back the paper, remove the pieces of tape, and there we have it. Obviously with the chinchilla glass, you get a faded effect on the image, but if you have a look on the back, the image is sublimated on, smooth and even across the whole chopping board. Once the chopping board's cooled down, it's supplied with 4 little rubber feet. We just stick these in each corner. It stops it slipping on the surface that you put it on, and it also protects the image on the back from getting scratched or marked. Okay, there we go. And that is the finished chopping board. And that's it for today, guys. So I hope you found that tutorial useful. If you subscribe, that's where you'll find the rest of our videos and all our upcoming videos as well. If you've got any tips or tricks of your own, get them in the comment section below. We're always willing to learn from you. And if you want to contact us and ask us any questions, again, comments below, or you can get us on any of these social media platforms, or you can come to us direct at dyesublimatonsupplies.co.uk, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Well, that's it for me today, guys. Happy sublimating.